जोटा कहूँ से किए शुणुची कहलु कथा किसी मूल्य अच्छी शुणियो किए बाजे कथा कह। गुड मॉर्निंग, लेट्स स्टार्ट द डेली डिस्कशन ऑन करंट अफेयर्स. The very first topic that we will take up today is regarding the Prime Minister Modi inaugurates the Surat Diamond Bourse in Gujarat. So the Prime Minister inaugurated Surat Diamond Bourse, the world's largest and modern center for international diamond and jewelry business, at a time when the diamond industry is passing through its worst crisis due to global economic slowdown and the G7 countries' tough stand on Russian diamonds. Under these difficult circumstances, so in India we inaugurated the Surat Diamond Bourse, the largest hub of diamond in the world. The SVD or the Surat Diamond Bourse building is world's largest office complex with over 67 lakh square feet of floor area spread in 15-storied interconnected towers with office ranging from 300 square feet to 75,000 square feet. So office buildings are available starting from 300 square feet for small shop to 75,000 square feet for the big manufacturing, processing, etc. It is located in the Khajod village near Surat. It will also be a global center for trading both rough and polished diamonds as well as jewelry. It is aimed at shifting the diamond trading business from Mumbai to Surat, which is the hub of diamond cutting and polishing with thousands of factories across the city. So the shifting the entire diamond activity to this Surat Diamond Bourse is to shifting from Mumbai to Gujarat. Okay, Surat of Gujarat. And Surat has its own distinction of being the biggest center of diamond polishing in the world. Okay, so diamond industry in India is the world's largest coating and polishing center for diamonds. It accounts for over 90% of polished diamond manufacturing globally. 90%. Surat is a global hub for diamond manufacturing. The US is the biggest market for cut and polished diamonds, with China as close second. India's export of cut and polished diamond is projected to decline by 22% to $17.2 billion in the current fiscal year due to weakened demand from the key consuming nations, according to rating agency ICRA. So ICRA is an Indian rating agency. ICRA, CRISIL. Like CRISIL, ICRA is also another Indian rating agency. India contributes 19% of the total diamond export in the world. Over 75% of the world's polished diamonds, gems and jewelry are exported by India. The government has permitted 100% FDI in the sector under the automatic route. India is the world's largest cutting and polishing center for diamonds, accounting for over 90% of the polished diamond manufacturing globally. India exports more than 75% of the world's polished diamond, gems and jewelry. India depends largely on imports of rough gem diamonds for its cutting and polishing industry, as there is no notable production except for one producer in Madhya Pradesh. Diamond cutting and polishing is one of the fastest growing sectors, mostly export oriented and being labor intensive, employing more than 5 million people, contributing around 7% to the country's GDP and 15% to India's total mercantile export. So this is very important. Remember this point. The diamond cutting polishing is one of the fastest growing sector in India, mostly export oriented and being labor intensive because huge labor force is deployed in the diamond cutting and polishing. More than 5 million people are employed in the diamond cutting and polishing activities, contributing around 7% to the country's GDP and 15% to India's total mercantile export. Okay, so that means opening this Surat Diamond Bourse will facilitate this activity, and India is going to be more acquainted with this, and India's diamond export will further grow under such circumstances. The next topic is the global coal demand likely to decline by 2.3% by 2026. This is the IEA report. So the global coal demand is rising by about 1.4% in 2023. The IEA expect global coal demand to fall by 2.3% by 2026 compared with 2023 level, even in the absence of governments announcing and implementing stronger clean energy and climate policies. Because right now globally there is a notion going on for a clean energy, and coal, especially the fossil fuel named coal being a major source of energy, is branded as the biggest polluter globally. So right now this has been started to reduce the consumption of coal, and the coal based energy production is under target. This decline is said to be driven by the major expansion of renewable energy capacity in 3 years to 2026, the IEA has projected. Coal consumption in most advanced countries in 2023 is on course for a sharp drop, including record reduction in the European Union and United States of account to around 20% each, the report projected. Demand is emerging and developing economies remain very strong, increasing by 8% in India and by 5% in China in 2023 due to rising demand for electricity and weak hydropower output. Because coal based thermal power plant are the major source of power supply. So right now in India and so also around the world, because it is quite easy to establish a power plant so running on coal as the fuel. Coal, often known as the black gold, is the most important abundant fossil fuel in India. It accounts for 55% of the country's energy needs. The country's industrial heritage was built upon indigenous coal. Whatever industry has been built in India, so they are built based on the availability of coal, because coal was the major source of energy for almost all industry in India. The leading coal producers of the world include China, USA, Australia, Indonesia and India. During the last 9 years, India's overall coal production has gone up by 47% to 893.08 million ton, and supply has touched 877.74 million ton, recording 45.37% growth. That means coal demand is growing in the country. Next, also we are importing coal from outside. Gondwana coal makes up to 98% of the total reserve and 99% of the production of coal in India. Gondwana coal forms India's metallurgical grade as well as superior quality coal. That is called the Gondwana coal from the Gondwana reserve. It is found in Damodar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Mahanadi, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Godavari, Maharashtra and the Narmada Valley. Mission Cooking Coal has been launched by the government in August 2021 to come up with a roadmap that could suggest way to augment the production and utilization of domestic cooking coal in India by 2030. Cooking coal is mainly used in manufacturing of steel through blast furnace route. Domestic cooking coal is high ash coal, only known as the 18% to 49%, and is not suitable for direct use in the blast furnace, but it is called as the cooking coal, used in cooking activity because of low carbon content. The International Energy Agency IEA, which has given the report, something about this IEA, it is an autonomous intergovernmental organization within the OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development Framework. It works with governments and industry to set a secure and sustainable energy future for all. It was founded in 1974 to ensure the security of oil suppliers. It was created in response to the 1973-74 oil crisis, when an oil embargo by major producers pushed prices to historic level and exposed the vulnerability of industrialized countries to dependency on oil import. It consists of 31 member countries and 11 associated countries. A candidate from the IEA must be a member country of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So OECD membership is a must to be a member or a candidate country in the International Energy Agency. Okay. India joined this organization in 2017 as an associate member. Report published by IEA, World Energy Outlook, World Energy Balances, Energy Technology Perspective, World Energy Statistics, and Net Zero by 2050. All the reports are published by the organization, okay, IEA, International Energy Association. Waste Management Initiative, the third topic, Environment and Ecology. In a recent written reply in Rajya Sabha, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change highlighted the significant steps taken to tackle waste management in the country. Because huge waste is generated in the country, and waste management is a big problem not only for the municipal authority but for others also. But waste management is a big headache for the municipal or urban local authority like the municipality, the NHC and the corporation authority, because these waste, especially the municipal waste, is a big waste. Apart from that, there is industrial waste and other wastes. Okay. Extended producer responsibility mechanism. So extended producer responsibility mechanism, EPR or extended producer responsibility, the policy approach in waste management that makes producers responsible for the entire life cycle of their products, including their collection, recycling and disposal. Suppose a producer sell a television or a battery, so after the expiry of that product, so the producer takes the responsibility to collect it and recycle it. That is called recycling or disposal. It aims to reduce the environmental impact of products by shifting the financial and physical burden of waste management from government and taxpayer to the producer, because the producer takes the responsibility to recycle or dispose the product. In 2022, the extended producers responsibility initiatives utilizing market mechanism are implemented for plastic packaging, e-waste, battery waste and used oil. This strategic move is anticipated to stimulate growth in its waste management sector. Okay, waste processing capacity. Out of the approximately 1.5 lakh metric tons per day waste generated in urban area, around 76% are processed. So this is a big achievement. Earlier they are dumped, but right now the 76% of the urban wastes are processed. Since 2014, there has been a notable increase in the capacity for processing various types of waste, including solid waste, hazardous waste, biomedical waste, e-waste, plastic waste, and construction and demolition waste. Solid waste processing capacity has seen an increase of around 1.5 lakh metric ton per day in the last 8 years, particularly on the Swachh Bharat mission launched by the Government of India as part of the mission to clean India from its garbages. The Swachh Bharat mission for solid waste management, central assistance is provided under the Swachh Bharat mission for solid waste management, including plastic waste management in urban and rural areas as per scheme guidelines. The central government launched the Swachh Bharat mission Urban 2.0 SBMU 2.0 in 2021 with an overall vision of creating garbage-free cities, which could involve achieving the target that all urban local bodies will become at least 3-star certified as per star rating protocol for garbage-free cities, covering door-to-door collection, source segregation and scientific processing of municipal solid waste. The mission focuses on source segregation, reducing single-use plastic, managing waste from construction and demolition activity, and bioremediation of legacy waste dump sites. Under Swachh Bharat mission, Gramin Phase 2, the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation has issued operational guidelines to the states and union territories, which includes solid waste management activity at the village level. Okay. Then the waste management rules and guidelines. The Ministry under the Environment Protection Act 1986 has implemented various waste management rules and guidelines to ensure environmentally sound practices. These include Solid Waste Management Rules 2016, Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016, Biomedical Waste Management Rules 2016, the Construction and Demolition Waste Management Rules 2016. So all these rules have been adopted in the country for proper waste management. Hazardous and other waste management and transboundary movement rules 2016, e-waste management rules 2022, the battery waste management rules 2022. Guidelines have also been issued on environmentally sound waste management. Guidelines have been developed for the levy of environmental damages, environmental compensation, charges based upon the polluters pay principle for hazardous waste, e-waste and plastic waste. Then the next topic is about the Advocate Amendment Bill 2023. Recently, the Advocate Amendment Bill 2023 was passed in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Its purpose was to weed out doubts from the legal system. The bill repeals the Legal Practitioners Act 1879 and amend the Advocate Act 1961 to reduce the number of superfluous enactment in the statute book and repeal all obsolete law. Key highlights of the Advocate Amendment Bill 2023. The touts, who are called the touts, the bill provides that every High Court, District Judge, Session Judge, District Magistrate and Revenue Officer may frame and publish list of touts active there. Tout refer to a person who either proposes or to procure or procures the employment of a legal practitioner in a legal business in return for any payment. Frequent place such as the premises of the civil or criminal court, revenue offices or railway stations to procure such employment. The court or the judge may exclude from the premises of the court any person whose name is included in this list of touts. They can be accepted, they can be removed. Preparation of the list. The authority is empowered to frame and publish the list of touts, may order subordinate court to hold an inquiry into the conduct of persons alleged or suspended to be touts. Once such a person is proven to be a tout, his name may be included by the authority in the list of touts. No person will be included in such list without getting an opportunity of show cause against his inclusion. Why he will be included as a tout in the court list? Penalty. Any person who acts as a tout while his name is included in the list of touts will be punished with imprisonment up to 3 months, a fine up to 500 or both. What is the Advocate Act 1961? The Advocate Act of 1961 was enacted to amend and consolidate the law relating to legal practitioners and to provide for constitution of bar councils and All India Bar Council. Okay. All India Bar. This act repealed a majority of the Legal Practitioners Act 1879 but left behind provisions relating to its extent, definition and powers to frame and publish list of touts. Okay, so this is what to bring more transparency and avoid the touts from the judicial system. Next topic, the Kashi Tamil Sangam. Prime Minister inaugurates the Kashi Tamil Sangam 2.0 at the Namo Ghat in Varanasi. The Kashi Tamil Sangam celebrates many aspects of the historical and civilizational connect between the Varanasi and Tamil Nadu. The broader objective is to bring the two knowledge and cultural traditions of the north and the south closer, create an understanding of our shared heritage and deepen the people-to-people bond between the two regions. This is the objective of this Kashi Tamil Sangam. It is being organized by the Ministry of Education in collaboration with other ministries like culture, textile, railway, tourism and food processing, information and broadcasting, etc. and the government of Uttar Pradesh. So the central government is all these ministry as well as the central government, okay, and the state government of Uttar Pradesh are jointly organizing this one. Tamil Sangam celebrates many aspects of the historical and civilizational connect between the Varanasi and Tamil Nadu. The broader objective is to bring the two knowledge and culture traditions of the north and the south closer, create an understanding of our shared heritage, and deepen the people to bond between the regions. It is being organized by the Ministry of Education in collaboration with other ministries like Culture, Textile, Railway, Tourism, Food Processing, Information Broadcasting, and the Government of Uttar Pradesh combinedly arranged it. Inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India. The endeavor is in synchronization with National Education Policy 2020, emphasis on integrating the wealth of Indian knowledge system with modern system of knowledge. IIT Madras and the Banaras Hindu University are the two implementing agencies of the program. The first edition of the Kashi Tamil Sangam was held from November 16 to December 16, 2022. The historical significance: King Parakram Pandya, who ruled over the regions around Madurai in the 15th century, wanted to build a temple to Lord Shiva, and he travelled to Kashi in Uttar Pradesh to bring back a lingam. While returning, he stopped to rest under a tree, but when he tried to continue his journey, the cow carrying the lingam refused to move. Okay, mythological, historical evidence. It is historical evidence. Parakrama Pandya understood this to be the Lord's wish and installed the lingam there, a place that came to be known as the Shivakashi in Tamil Nadu. For devotees who could not visit Kashi, the Pandya had built the Kashi Vishwanath temple in what is today's the Tenkasi in southwestern Tamil Nadu, and this is where the tradition. Then the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace. The Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development for 2023 has been jointly awarded to Daniel Baroudim and Ali Abu Awad for Israeli-Palestinian conflict resolution efforts. In 1986, a trust in the former Prime Minister's honor established the Indira Gandhi Peace Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development. Okay. So, trust in the former Prime Minister's honor. Okay, that Indira Gandhi Trust. Okay. So, the prize is granted to people or groups that strive to establish a new global economic order, guarantee scientific advancement, are applied to expand freedom and improve mankind, and promote global peace and development. It includes a citation, a financial aid of 25 lakhs rupees. Three categories are used to deliver the award. Peace acknowledges initiative aimed at advancing and preserving world peace and security. Disarmament recognizes effort to lessen and eventually eradicate weapons of mass destruction or devastation. Development honors efforts to advance social and economic development. On these three categories, the award is given. Then coming to the question, explain the importance of a constitution in the context of democratic country like India. So India is having a constitution. Indian constitution has the credit of being the largest and the lengthiest written constitution in the world. It was drafted by a constituent assembly, created by that constitution making body or the drafting committee. Okay, by the appointed by the constituent assembly of the country. Okay, B.R. Ambedkar is the chairman of the drafting committee, and that's why he is called as the father of Indian constitution. The constitution of a country is the supreme law of the land that determines the relationship between the people and the government in a territory, and also the relationship among the people living in that territory. All countries that have constitutions are not necessarily democratic, but all countries that are democratic will usually have a constitution. For example, USA, France, India, South Africa, etc. all have constitution because they are democratic country. Importance of constitution in democratic country like India: it lays down the structure and function of the organs of the state. The constitution usually specifies how the state and its various organs will be constituted, who will have power to take which decision. For example, Article 79 to 122 in the Part 5 of the Constitution, Article 1, 2 and 3 of the US Constitution act as a beacon to elected government to guide what the elected government should aim to do and devise the policy accordingly. For example, directive principle of state policy, rule of law, it lays down limits on the power of the government and specifies the right of the citizens. For example, Article 13 of the Indian Constitution declares any law which takes away or abridges the fundamental right of the citizen as void under certain circumstances. Fundamental rights under Article 12 to 35 or Part 3 of the Indian Constitution. Protection of minorities. The Constitution in the democracy usually provides safeguard for the rights of the minority. For example, Article 29 and 30 of the Indian Constitution. It may lay down certain duties of citizens. A constitution may lay down not only rights but also certain duties for citizens to help promote a spirit of patriotism and uphold the unity of the country. Article 51A of the Indian Constitution lay down the duty of citizens individually and collectively to strive towards excellence in all spheres. Check and balances. A constitution ensures checks and balances among the different organs of the state. For instance, under the Indian Constitution, the judiciary had the power to exercise judicial review over legislative and executive action. That is the power of the judiciary to declare any law as per the constitutional standard and declare it unconstitutional in case it violates the constitutional provisions. Thus, a constitution is necessary to ensure that the democratic principle of equity is not violated. Okay. So, then coming to the question, the Bani grasslands are found in which of the state union territory in India? So, it is founded in Rajasthan, the state of Rajasthan. Regarding the Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace, Disarmament and Development, is awarded by the Rajiv Gandhi, no, Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust, not Rajiv Gandhi Memorial Trust, so one is wrong. Indira Gandhi Prize is awarded to individual or organization to honor their effort in promoting international peace, development and new international economic order. 2 is right, but 1 is wrong, answer will be B. Regarding the Pandyas of Madurai, consider the following statement. Bow and arrow were the symbol of the Pandya kingdom. Okay, wrong. Okay, so Korkai was the famous center for the pearl trade. So this is correct. Consider the following statement in context of the appointment of Supreme Court judges. Third judge case 1993 ruled that only the senior most judges of the Supreme Court should be appointed as the Chief Justice of India. So that is right. Okay. So the third judge case created the current structure of collegium of Supreme Court to recommend the appointment of the Supreme Court judge. That's also right. So both 1 and 2 are correct. Then consider the following related to the diamond. Diamond is the hardest naturally occurring substance found on earth. That's right. Botswana is the leading diamond producing country in terms of value. Right. US is the largest producer of synthetic industrial diamond. Correct. So all the 3 are correct. Consider the following statement. Coal ashes contain arsenic, lead and mercury. Coal-fired power plants releases sulfur dioxide and oxide of nitrogen into the environment. That is right. So high ash content is observed in coal. All the 3 are correct. Net zero by 2050 roadmap has been published by the International Energy Agency IEA. Then coming to the Kamaleswaram project was in news. It is situated in the state of Telangana. Khan Yunis city, it is in Palestine. Ken Betwa link canal passes through which national park? It passes through the Panna National Park. Okay, Ken Betwa interlinking project linking the Ken and the Betwa river. It passes through the Kanna National Park.